Hello, happy Monday. I got asked this question in a message today, and I love it so much. It just inspired me to go live and answer it for you guys. So if you're hopping on, say hello. And just know that this is a question that like every single entrepreneur asks themselves right before they hire, and even honestly sometimes after you hire, if you're like stuck doing something that you should be delegating. I know this happens for me still a lot. Hi, Rachel. Um, like the other day, I was like, I want to start a YouTube channel. Like all of my ideal clients are probably on YouTube, right? And I just got like really excited about it. And it would have been really easy for me to personally take on the project myself and like do some research on YouTube videos and channels and create a task list and action items for like what needs done, who needs to do them. Honestly, if it were up to me, I would have, which it was up to me, but in the past, I might have gone in and instantly started doing it. And this was like 11 p.m. at night. I might have started the channel and created the cover of like one of the videos and uploaded a couple of videos and just like do it instantly. But one of the reasons why I didn't do that is one of the reasons I'm going to share with you why this isn't always true in your business. So I have three main reasons why this isn't always, hi Elise, yay, this isn't always the best attitude to have about your business. And one of them I feel like is the most obvious, but least, like it's easiest to forget. So first thing is, if you are saying, oh, I could just do it myself, it'd just be so much easier to do it myself, what you're doing is taking away from stuff that only you can do. So for example, with that YouTube channel last week, I got really inspired. I really wanted to do it and just like dive in, but that wasn't going to bring me sales in that moment. That's like a long-term game. So instead, I took a deep breath and I reached out to my social media manager on Slack and I was like, hey, I have an idea. I want to do this. Can you put together a list? Can you like lay out everything that needs to be done and create like a project for this? She's like, yeah, sure. So that was last week. That was like Thursday or Friday last week, and it's Monday. And that hasn't happened yet because it's Monday and it was the weekend. But what that allowed me to do was not only on Thursday or Friday when I sent her that I remove it from my mental list, but also from my physical list. So instead of spending hours creating a YouTube channel, I was reaching out to people on Instagram. I was making stories. I was going live. I was able to focus on money generating activities of setting up sales calls and supporting my clients instead of wasting hours and hours and hours on YouTube. Like, that's not my unique ability. It's not something that only I can do, and it's not going to bring in clients today or tomorrow. So that's just like the perfect example. If you're spending 5 hours a week on your admin and answering emails because it's just easier to do it yourself rather than take a few minutes and train someone, you're taking those 5 hours away from sales calls, from content creation, from going live, from coaching. Like, you're just, and then not to mention like your life, but like money generating stuff, it is easier to take a couple weeks, not that many hours per week, but take a short period of time and train someone to do this stuff. So that's just like a perfect example of that, where I was like, should I set up a YouTube channel or should I talk to prospective clients? It's like when you're faced with it that directly, it's pretty straightforward. And like a lot of me is still fighting the urge to like do it myself, because that's just, we're like type A entrepreneurs. We have the drive, we do it, like do, go, go, go. Like that's just part of a lot of our natures. So all good. I'm fighting the urge, I'm trusting my team to do it. It's going to get done and it's going to be awesome, like beyond awesome. So that's the first thing, is while it may feel easier in the moment to just do it yourself rather than waiting or training someone and them not doing it right away. Like if you're training them to answer emails, you might create this really awesome template and like, you know, canned responses to things, but it's still going to take a little bit of time for them to like get it. But once they get it, you're spending like 15 minutes a week tops training them, and then once they get it, they're taking off like hours and hours and hours from your plate. So That's like the biggest thing that that argument doesn't hold up for. And then the second thing I wanted to share is in the long term, it's so much slower and inefficient for you to do it yourself. So again, using this YouTube example, I've never done a YouTube channel. Like, yeah, I know how to upload videos. I have a channel because I have a Gmail account. So it's all there, but I don't know anything about it. So I would have to research it. And my team member, I reached out to her, and it just so happens she used to have one and she used to manage them for her other clients. So like, it's so much more efficient for her to be doing that. She's going to go faster. She's going to get it done faster. She's going to know things I don't know. And I can, again, like spend my time elsewhere, but like the actual project is going to get done better and faster than if I did it myself. I might have to personally wait 48 hours longer than my entrepreneur crazy side wants to. But like, if you're looking at your business in the long run, which hopefully you do sometimes, I know a lot of times we're like short-term gratification humans. That's what a lot of us do. But in the long term, like if you're looking at your business now and it's where it's at and you're signing up maybe a couple clients a month and it's fine, but like you want to do more, eventually you're going to need to hire someone. Like eventually you can't do it all yourself. It's so inefficient and it's going to slow you down, and it's going to keep you, I just made a post about this today, it's going to keep you at the level you're at now. So spending a little bit of time training someone, and when I say a little, I really mean a little. Like when you first hire someone, it's going to take you less than an hour a week to train them, because you're just going to be sending like a 10-minute training video on like a screen share video. You'll send them a 10-minute video and they'll do the project a couple days, and then a couple days later you'll review it and you'll say, make another 5-minute video saying, hey, this part's great, this part's not, let's change this next time. Like that's 15 minutes. So depending on how much you have them doing right away, it's not that much time at all to train them, like at all. And if they can take an hour, and this goes right into my next one, if they can take an hour off your plate, sometimes the mental energy of 1 hour of something feels like 10 hours. For real. Like, you know this about the stuff that drains you in your business versus the stuff that like totally lights you up. The stuff that lights you up, you could sit down and spend like 5 hours straight on and not even realize the time went by. Whereas the stuff that you like don't love doing, you can spend 20 minutes and you're like, oh my God, it's been an eternity. Like for some of us, that's content planning, or some of us that is like sending messages on Facebook or Instagram, or like responding to emails. Like we don't want to be doing the admin. We want to be coaching and supporting our group, like our clients, and just like doing the stuff that lights us up. So if you're handing off just 1 or 2 hours of admin a week, you're adding back like possibly 5 to 10 hours of mental energy and like stimulated energy that you're focusing on your business in a way that feels really good and really exciting. So those are just like 3 reasons off the top of my head that came up for the argument, like, isn't it just easier to do it myself? And there are so many more, but these are just like the top 3 that come up for me. And like I said, it really doesn't take as much time as you'd think to train someone. Like, yeah, they're going to need to get to know your business and whatnot, but inside my program with my clients, that's a huge focus on how to bring them on your team, how to like send them a welcome packet, show them around, how to have a good kickoff call so they're being onboarded and fully understand all of their projects. One of my clients from the bootcamp decided to continue on with me for 2 months, and it's just 2 months of support. Like, she's already hired her person, her VA and social media manager. Like, she's already hired that person, and they've been working together for like a month, but she sees the value in like investing in setting up the systems correctly and making sure their like culture is being cultivated and making sure like just everything's running smoothly with her new team. So it's not just hiring them, it's not just training them. I really, really, really love helping entrepreneurs focus on like fully like developing that person and developing that role. And it doesn't take that much time, like truly, truly, truly. Less than an hour a week, and you can gain so many hours back. So just want to make this quick video. If you have any questions, comment below. If you've been thinking to yourself, it's just so much easier to do it myself. Like comment an emoji or something below, because trust me, you're not alone. I've had a team for like a year and a half, almost 2 years, and I've helped manage a team for like 3 years before that. So it's something that's like a constant reminder, like, is this something that only I can do, or is this something that I can train someone else to do and that anyone could do? And like how to get yourself away from a lot of the like anyone can do tasks. Like that's the main goal. So if you have any questions, like I said, comment below. Happy to help. Or if you're like, okay, well, what about sales calls, or what about this or this? Like ask me in the comments, like, is this something that you can train people on, or is this something you found that's better to do yourself? Because it's a little bit different like for every business and every person, but there is like a general like answer to a lot of those. So excited to hear from you, and hope you have an awesome Monday.